in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, up in Lake Park Plantations, where we're building our new home in April of 1990. We cook a model of this home with variations, and we're having it built in the cul-de-sac around the corner. This is the beginning construction of the home, and this is in January of 1990. Ray has just deceased, and Gay is going to go ahead with the building. They have structured it in as far as the 3-bedroom, open space living room, dining room, kitchen, called a great room, 22 by 22 foot double garage, and a 20 by 20 deck that's covered on the outside. About 20 homes are in this neighborhood completed to date. When it is completed, it will be 90 homes in all on 33 acres. They vary in price from $80,000 to $250,000. Lake Park Plantations, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It is 4 miles from Surfside, 4 miles from the Myrtle Beach Air Base, 1 mile from all amenities at Socastee. Stages of the garage, the house itself, the portable potty, and it is on a lake that you cannot see in between. It's so small some people might call it a watering hole, but we saw a beaver in it yesterday at work. The master bedroom, the living room, and 2 bedrooms on the side. This is the cotton job, Mr. Ray Thompson and his helper, and they're up on top of the garage putting the frame up. The garage, we look right down on the lake. Not very big, but very pretty when it all gets finished. The main part of the house, and then my Toyota across the way. This shows the kitchen with the counter across there between the dining room and the kitchen, the framing for the pantry, a bedroom in the end, a bathroom next door. The room is being framed with a stoop out front, double windows, and then there's a bedroom with nice closets, a bathroom with a little hall, and another bedroom. Then patio doors opening out onto the lake. They're getting ready to frame in the deck. Wave to me. And they're coming down to look for the possibility of buying my mobile home. And they're standing in front of the home that's being built. Mr. LaPlanque and Mr. Costa. From my patio, I'll be looking up the lake, looking here. Right out my window, I'll be looking at this area. And these are the 2 gentlemen from Canada, Joe Costa and Mike LaPlanque. The garage and the area where the deck will be. It'll be the length of the garage and up to the window. It'll be a 20 by 22 deck. And this, of course, is the end of the bedroom area. Today is Sunday, February the 4th, and they called me and told me that my house was roofed and all the siding was on and the windows and the doors were in, and I'm back, and this has just been 2 weeks. What a rush job they're doing. This house is sold to Gay Ray, and where the orange string is my landline. The lake is at the back, and it goes over here to this orange stripe.
State over to the state. I'm sure that steak isn't even right.
I'm looking out at the lake this close to my garage, and inside they're wiring for the garage and the door that goes into the patio. I'm putting a gas stove right behind the door just in case a Hugo comes again. I can cook, and I have a little gas heater out here. Looking down at the lake from the deck, looking south. In the beginning stages of the garage and the wiring. The laundry room with a cutout for the ironing board, a window on this side which will be the freezer, and the washer and the dryer and the deep sink. A closet in the kitchen, sliding doors with a big pantry, and then a built-in cabinet. A wall between the dining room and the kitchen, and then the cabinets will be put over here, of course. This is the kitchen, again looking out on the lake. And Margaret Holliday, looking out a bedroom window at the lake. Turn around, Margaret, so I can see you. One of the bedrooms. We have a linen closet in the hall going into the bathroom, and a second bedroom which is quite large. Pocket door where I'm standing that closes off the entrance to the kitchen and the dining room with the patio doors as such. These are the closets in this bedroom. There'll be an open shelf here for a dressing table and the hanging closet. The deck is 22 feet long this way, 12 feet here with an angled steps, and then another 20 feet, and we're looking from the deck onto the lake. This is almond color with a brick red roof, and there'll be 90-something houses in here when it's all completed. We saw a beaver in this lake 2 or 3 days ago. This is the house as of today, February the 15th, when they have the shutters on, the roof on, and they're still working inside. The house has been built in less than 3 months, and this is April's mother and Margaret Holliday. It's real good. I have friends who come down and bring me to haul all my garbage down here. Put your head out the window. He's the superintendent. Carl, he's the superintendent of the workmen here. And he's in the living room now, but he's putting up all the woodwork that he has stained, and a fruit wood stain. Our deck is the lake, and it will be eventually, it will have lattice work around here up 4 feet. It will be covered with fiberglass, and it will be screened. This is the bedroom window, looking down on the lake. Christian is putting in his last finishing touches in the garage, and they have the frame ready to pour for the cement. Looking to the north. It has a window, and it is done in a dusty rose color with a cutout for the ironing board in the wall. This is the redwood that matches the roof, and they're going to put awnings on the shutters on the front here. They put me a TV outlet in the corner, a telephone, and a plug-in. Looking into the kitchen, a built-in cabinet, and the half kitchen looking, my cabinets will go over here, which will be natural oak. All the colors through here are ivory. Part of it will be wallpaper. This window will be a window seat that is cedar lined for the winter clothes. I don't want to give them away in case I want to go to Canada to visit. And of course the wood part is coming up now. This is the beginning of the frame of the width of the driveway. Looking into the window is the laundry room and the double garage, and then 2 of the houses that's been built. I'm going to sweep the neighborhood. There are 3 or 4 more houses going up. Eventually there'll be 95 in this 33-acre plot, and the builder's in-laws live across the street in this area.
Hold your beaver for something. No. All right.
Do it again, Plant.
No. We promised only once. No, but you don't have to. That was... Figures. They still stay with 2, 4, and 5 sheets.
They're pouring the cement at the back stoop. There's a water oak standing here, and they have poured the other cement out front. This is Shirley Butler. This is the builder's wife, and she's really the action behind the lines. She does the decorating, the advice, coordination, every facet you can think of. This is Shirley. Today is February the 26th, 1990. This building instruction turns your house over to you within 4 months from the day he starts. They are real go-getters. finishing it up, and the walkway. Today is the last day of February. They're putting in sewage at the new home. The sidewalk has been paved, or the driveway. A little slab for the garbage can. I'll have lattice work in here and vines so that the neighbors can see the garden. The lake is only 10 feet from the house. Of the deck, looking into the dining room. Has a deep rose top, cut out for the microwave, the stove, my canisters, a Lazy Susan like I had in Canada, and the refrigerator. Beautiful, beautiful cabinets. Light oak, natural oak. Open door here to hold my garbage can underneath. 42-inch Lazy Susan built to hold spices and cooking things. And on this side, a 42-inch shelves for the dishes above the sink. I'm taking it before any furniture has come in to show the entranceway at the door and the bookcase for the goodies, the closet, television there to show the color of the rugs, and the ceiling fan with the beam across it, the walk-in closet with shelves. They're using the new types now. And in the walk-in closet is a pull-down from upstairs in the attic. The bathroom that is lavender or mauve, and it has the jacuzzi. Lovely color. And the master bedroom, which is going to be used as a den with built-in bookcases. Telephone in the corner, that's my Canadian Geese mailbox. And of course looking out the windows. One wall is in a rich, deep aqua with a border across the ceiling, and the other walls are ivory. The dining room with the wainscoting. I'm to bring a chandelier from Canada looking out on the lake through the patio doors. And the wall for the kitchen. And the appliances are in. Today is Tuesday, March the 21st. The window fan and the place for the microwave and the corner cabinets. They've still not cleared it all up here, but here's the stained glass window between the dining room and the kitchen used for serving. All the cabinet shelves in my pantry. The pantry is the broom closet. These three are lined up on one wall of the dining room. The dishwasher under the sink has a water purification system, and the stove, the cabinets, and the Lazy Susan like I had in Canada, built on each side of the stove. The laundry room with 3 cabinets above, and I have a Whirlpool appliances and a shelf built above for picnic stuff when you can have it for convenience. A red maple is planted in the backyard. The shrubbery has come, a water oak to the south. The deck will be finished this week, and the shrubbery is in place ready to get embedded now. Has the heat pump and the water oak, and this goes to the edge of my line. She's planting shrubs now. This is Dawn, the horticulturist, planting now.
They normally get pretty big, don't they?
Margaret Halliday. There's a little berm in the corner with a Bartlett pear, and there'll be a Christmas tree planted in the corner here.
They're beautiful, especially in
What kind of pear is this, Dawn?
Bradford.
Bradford. I keep saying Bartlett, and that's not right.
That's what I keep saying too. Watch the sprinklers for you.
Front stoop, and they have the little columns now. The plant's on the north side of the house, and the little framework goes around my garbage can with Formosa planted there, a vine that covers it, and the neighbors won't see the garbage. I'm moving today, and this is the North American Airlines who are here moving me out of my mobile home into the new home, March the 27th, 1990. This is the fellas. These are the fellas moving me today, and they moved me to my new home on March the 27th in Socastee, and this is the final view of our mobile home here in Conway. Side.
Yeah, get Buck back a good day now.
I will. Really will. We got Dave and Bobo and Harvey. They are fast workers. Conway, South Carolina. Boxes after boxes. We had 56 when we left Canada, and we've added to it. This is the way the living room looked as they're unloading everything. The piano, all the boxes, and whatever. A real mess. These gentlemen have finished. Tell me your names.
Herman Jones.
All right.
Harvey Bellamy.
And you've done beautiful work. And your name, sir?
Dave Drury.
All right. Just finished loading everything. It's taken 4 hours. Field is left now for the Fosters who bought the home, and the furniture that they have bought is left with it, with the freezer in the corner. Wonderful 7 years here. They're clearing for a new home to be built next door. This is April the 20th. Incidentally, my 44th anniversary would have been now. But they're clearing the house next door. This is the way would have been clearing mine, but I wasn't here. They first come in and bulldoze all the trees. Then this gadget comes in and cuts them in pieces. And then he goes and puts them in the truck. Again, there'll be about 95 homes built here on 35 acres when they finish. Right now, they're about 20. And this is 4 miles inland from Surfside Beach, 6 miles south of Myrtle Beach. And there she goes. 10 feet along the lakefront. Yesterday, we found the private nest of 2 ducks straight across near the culvert. They go in there at night, sit on the eggs. They'll soon have little ones. This is Lee Ennis putting up the can opener and the coffee maker. This is Jimmy, the cabinet maker. Look at me, Jimmy. And Thomas. And they're getting the 2 glass doors made for the buffet. There we go. Super cabinet maker. The jasmine that's planted around the trellis that holds the garbage behind. The neighbors don't see it, and that's one of Jimmy's doors. And the new water hose system that Lee Ennis fixed for me. Put in the upper cabinet he calls a barn door for storage, and the new dressing table in the guest bedroom. This is the foundation being poured of my neighbor's house, which is at the end of the lake. And this is the way mine was poured. This is now April the 27th, and I've been in exactly 1 month. This goes the 25th new home in this area. Looking across at my neighbors, I'm looking from the deck. This couple is from Germany. They have a grand piano. These are my 2 new ladybank rose bushes. They bloom profusely in March and April with yellow blooms, have no thorns on them, and the leaves stay on all year long. And this is to my neighbor to the south that hasn't yet built. My Christmas tree is a tiny little one with a hole in the middle. It's supposed to be 40 feet high when it gets grown, and when it got here it might have been over 6 inches. And this is the red maple. Heather and Roy Bruston gave me money to buy something that grows in memory of Claxton. I bought 2 of these red maple, and they're just beautiful. They're about 15 feet tall. And I left her car here with me while she goes to England to sell her condo. Helen Cooper and her sister came for a week in April, and they gave me money to buy something in memory of Ray and for that trip, and I landscaped the complete backyard. It's just lovely. It will be in a couple of years anyway. And this is our male duck that comes every morning, sits out here, swims around, calls his mate, then she joins him, and then they fly over to the next pond. Every afternoon at 7:15 they return, and they go into their little nest, which is right across over here. They climb the bank and go into the nest. This morning is April the 28th, and brought me a load of rich dirt, and this is to fill in a low place that's growing, that's persisting in the edge of my lot. And my lot line goes to the very edge of the water. So we'll haul that in this morning and get it repaired. This is May the 1st. You're looking at my mailbox that has been put up that Vicki and Larry gave me Christmas. I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I have just moved in my home a month ago, landscaped it. On the mailbox is Confederate jasmine. On the light pole is Confederate jasmine, and around the trash can is Confederate jasmine. This is my home now at 621 Cavendish Drive. And on the berm, you'll see a tree, pear tree, arborvitae, and you'll see fits of juniper planted around. I have another berm over there with a bald cypress. As you come on around the house, then the paved driveway, then they've just hauled in dirt here to fill in, to level off, and my land goes just about straight back, even with the string, and you'll see an orange stripe, and that's the edge of my land, which I'll landscape later. The north side shows the utility room and a double garage. This is a bedroom, the entrance, the double doors of the living room, and another bedroom. To match my color scheme, I have golden tip fits of junipers, some yawpine, some Torlosa cypress that'll go very tall and skinny. The planters on the front are fake. Don't you see how well they bloom? And then on the side I have Japanese Calera, and I have the monkey grass around the edge. There's a hawthorn here. This is where the garbage can is going to be shielded. I put up a trellis with the blooming plant, jasmine, blooming on the outside. Joyce Byington's car is inside the garage stored because she's in England selling her condo. My car, and then 20 feet away is the lake. Today I'm going to be working in the yard with the men to put out a jasmine, which is called Vinca Minor here also, on the side to keep it from eroding. Down the way is neighbors. There are about 25 houses built in here now. These are the back bushes. They have gardenias, and I have hawthorn, pink hawthorn, white hawthorn, another Torlosa juniper. They will come this next week and roof and screen the deck. This looks into my bedroom, and the French doors go into the dining room. Then on the bush, the two bushes you see here are queen something roses, and they never have thorns, and they never shed their leaves, and they bloom profusely in March and April with yellow blooms. A redwood tree is planted. Red maple tree is planted here. Red maple tree is planted here. South side, to shield the air conditioning unit, there is a water oak that was natural here, and then we put tall shrubs on each side, Japanese clayera in the corners that are turned a brick red, the same color of the house in the winter time. I've tried to match my color schemes, and what I'm concentrating on are blooming bushes and blooming trees and cutting out perennials and annuals as such right now. I'm across the way at the neighbors, and I'm taking back on my bank. I don't know if you can see the little red dots, but I have two black men coming today to put out this jasmine, and I have 400 to 500 plants to put out on this bank to prevent erosion. They cannot judge distance, so I've taken fluorescent paint and I've painted dots all along the edge so that every time they see a fluorescent dot, then they know to plant a plant. They're real good workers, but they just can't judge distance. So I blocked it off in 40-foot units. No, it's 110 feet long. And so I blocked it off in 3 units, and then I have these ready for them to go to work today to plant. I put out here these hybrid poplar trees. I planted 14 trees in all, and the hybrid poplar are supposed to bloom about 4 to 5 feet each year, and they really do. And they're getting their start. Every morning about 7 o'clock, the male duck comes and sits on the lake and just sits by himself a long time. This morning he's not here, and his female is sitting on the eggs over there in the bushes. There's an otter that comes through this pipe, and we don't know if they stole some of the eggs or not, but she's setting for the second time, so we hope we'll have little ones here one of these days. We have a lot of retirees in the neighborhood as well as families. It's a nice area. 4 miles from the beach and 4 miles from the military base. These 2 houses have just been built over here. One military person owned it. Another house is being built here that I showed you yesterday, pouring cement, the foundation. They're from Germany. All I know is they have a grand piano because they copied my idea of soundproofing the rooms between the partitions. There are 3 or 4 lots that are in here by me that are not sold yet, and the builder's in-laws live here, a very nice retired naval couple. But I have the prettiest home in the block. Welcome to my house. This is Gay Ray, who will take you on a tour just as you'll see the White House with Jackie Kennedy, into my new home, the 2 window boxes or flower pots that are planted on each side, silk flowers, but that works for the summer with me being in Canada. Enter into my living room with the piano and my Italian painting, our entertainment center. There's a coat closet to my right. I don't have many pictures up yet, but they came and hung my mirrors for me. The buffet and a hanging basket to balance the fan. The couches, both of these make a bed, the love seat, and the double windows. I'll have my drapes here from Canada in August. Looking into the dining room through the archway, you'll see the dining table. I have 8 leaves and can seat 16 people here, but I don't know that many yet. The china cabinet and the serving table. This goes into 2 bedrooms and a bath. The French doors are to be glazed today to prevent the sun from shining through, and they go onto the deck that will be covered. There is a plant in the living room, dining room, excuse me, and then my kitchen. The microwave's on the wall. I have a Lazy Susan in the corner that holds all the condiments, a counter for serving, the refrigerator. I don't have a tea towel rack up yet. Put my coffee maker and